Yes, welcome to this tutorial. I want to bring to you. I've seen comments. Maybe I may be uploading most of the videos using SolidWorks, but the people who are new to SolidWorks may be questioning what is this SolidWorks. So today I decided to make a simple presentation on what SolidWorks is all about. I may not be marketing SolidWorks, but I just want to enlighten you on what the SolidWorks is all about because the purpose of us as instructors or the purpose of us as a designer, you need to communicate what you are doing so that the client can be able to understand what it's all about. So here I'm not marketing SolidWorks, but I'm just bringing an overview of what SolidWorks is all about. So before we do any simple presentation on how to do or how to use SolidWorks, I want to bring to you what you call the user interface. User interface. Maybe I will close this one first, then also close this. You can use close here, or you can come to file, then you click close. So say don't save. Okay. So here, when you buy your license, if they have installed the software on your computer, it depends on which version you have applied pending or the capability of your computer. When you launch it for the first time, this is the what you call the display of the SolidWorks itself because you have not designed anything. So this here is the version. So if you want to know the version of the software, check here from this part. So it's able to know you the version of the software. Because if somebody has designed the file using maybe 2024, and he or she sends you the file, and you have SolidWorks 23, direct file, you will not open it unless that person converts that file to either step file or IGS file, or depending on the format you want to be used. But the best format I normally use is step file, so they're able to open it in all other versions. But if you design in higher version, but you send the raw file to them to open, but they have the lower version, they will not be able to open. But the lower version can be opened in higher version. So that you need to understand the version of the software you're using and the version of maybe your client are using. Maybe the client sending the product for you to open and design. So you need to understand the version of software. Okay. Then this is what you call the task plane. Task plane. This is what you call the menu bar. This is the task bar. Then this is what you call the option or setting. So the option maybe help you to know the all these settings. If you know how to change them, don't change them. But if you don't know how to change them, don't change them. This is the color. You're able to change the color of your background. If you want to use light, medium, whatever, you're able to change this color. But for now, I don't want to change this color. I will, for the purpose of demonstrating, I'll show you next time how to change this color. But we'll go direct to the purpose of the using software. Okay. You can use Control N if you want to launch to start now start designing. So SolidWorks has what you call part modeling, assembly modeling, and drawing modeling. If you want to start now modeling using a single component, you can use what you call part modeling. If you want to make those components together, if it is an assembly, you want to make them together, use what you call assembly modeling. But if you want to now communicate your design, maybe share to somebody for the purpose of production or the purpose of manufacturing, you use what you call drawing modeling. So you can use the shortcut Control N, or you can come to File, then you click New, or you can come using shortcut here, New. It can also A, B, arrive at. So let's go to File, New. Then you can pick your part, then you click OK. Once you open your software, before you use the software as a designer, understand all the commands, understand how they're used. As I said, from here up to here, this is the version of software. So version, it's called DS SolidWorks. So meaning DS is the Dassault system. The developer of the software is called Dassault system. I don't know if it's the correct English or correct French or correct Germany, but correct naming is what called Dassault system. The developer of the software is called Dassault system. This is the menu. It helps you to show the file. If you want to create a new file, if you want to open the recent file, it also always display here. You want to close the file, you can use this, or you want to exit meaning completely. But if you're closing, you're only closing the current one. But if you're exiting, you exit it completely. So you have all these commands. You can also make a drawing from the part, or you can make assembly from the part, and the shortcuts are also put here. Whatever is under a file, shortcuts are put here under the toolbar. You can print or print setup or publish. When you say publish e-drawings, like people who are doing majority who are using CNC laser, CNC plasma, you're able to publish your drawing to e-drawing. You're able to check the some of the features from the e-drawing. Then you're able to rectify the problems. You can also look at what you call pack and go. Pack and go is a simple command in software. SolidWorks for the purpose of compressing your file, putting all them together. It has an assembly, you want to send the folder to a client the way it is. You go to file, pack and go. It will compress the file, then put in one folder. But you select the format you want, so that when you're saving and exporting, they're able to open from their end. Then here we have what we call properties. This property is also here. This shortcut under the menu bar is also put here. The properties. Properties helps you to put maybe the name of the author. For example, you can put Engineer Kim. You can put maybe design of table keywords. You can put maybe table, something like that. Those are the keywords. Then you can put here keywords. They say keywords are called what? Search engine optimization. So, the words that when somebody's searching, maybe from online using a website or maybe from YouTube, they're able to identify them first. Then you can also put the commands. Maybe they say the commands I'm using, maybe 600, maybe 1200 by 600 table by 700, for example. Then here I'm using square tube of maybe 30 by 30 by 3, for example, or by 2. So you're able to check this. When you click OK, it will generate, be saved there. If you click again, it will come. Then, as I said, also for this one, I have explained the purpose of this one. Options, if you're using options, you're able to know how you can now change the units. For example, previously when you're designing, it is not there, but you're able to change the units. So you can change the units from here. Under the status bar here, down here, you have the command to change the units to meters, to centimeter, to millimeter, and to inches. I think US are using inches. For us Africans, are using millimeter, so you can change. Or you can change from here under options. Then you go to what you call document properties, and then you click on units. Under these units, you're able to change the units you want. If the number of decimals also you're able to apply. If it is 0.12, it is 2 decimal. 0.13 is 3 decimal point. 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 4 decimal point. So you can change them to where you want to appear in the design. All of them, you can change the way you want them to appear in the design. So these are decimal point for your design. Then you're able to change the units. If you want it centimeter, if you want meters, if you want millimeters, like that. So you're able to change the units from these entities. Once you click that one, you're able to, you can also change from down here. You can click document property, then click edit units. It goes directly to where it was. Here, once you close, under status bar down here, you click this fly up icon here for under the millimeter. Then we have what we call edit document units. It goes direct to where we are, then you're able to change the units. Or you can come to options, and then you click on, under the options, you click on document properties units, and then you change the units. Next things you need to understand when you're designing is also if you are if you want to render your design, you come to add-ins. Then you ensure that you have activated what you call a photo view, or you can use SolidWorks. You have what you call SolidWorks another command you can use for purpose of rendering your design. It's called SolidWorks Visualize. So you can use also SolidWorks Visualize if you want to render your design. So you deactivate first of all maybe photo view, and then you activate what called SolidWorks Visualize. This is the advanced way of rendering your design, so that you're able to give the output the way it's supposed to be as when you apply the material. And then this is the downward is what called this one. Here is the search. So you can search anything you want. Maybe something you're not familiar is not there. You're able to search from here. Then this is your account. This is the what you call the help command. If you want to understand how maybe something you want to understand it, you come to help command. Now down here is called what you call the command manager. Command manager has these features: CKH, surface, sheet metal, weldments, and some of them, if they're not there, you can come to here. You put your power pointer on this, either one of them, either one of these. Then you right click, then you say, you go to tabs, you can pick what you want. If they are checked, which means they are activated. If they are not checked, they are not activated. For example, if I check this, it will come directly here, sketch linked. If I right click again, I come here and check this, it will go directly. It's not displayed. So you can activate and deactivate what you want to use under the command manager. All of them under command manager. As I said, SolidWorks can be used for the purpose of designing surfaces, like maybe, for example, a mouse. You can design sheet metal, maybe the body of a car, maybe the body of a fridge, or maybe the body of a dispenser. If they're made of sheet metal, you can use sheet metal to design. You can also design structural design. If you are using maybe square hollow section, rectangular hollow section, or pipe, or anchor line, or maybe I-beam, all of them you can use what you call weldments, structural design tools. If you are using mold tools, blow mold, injection mold, or dies, you can also use what you call mold tools designing. They are here for the purpose of you helping to design mold tools. You understand the purpose of parting line, shut off, parting surfaces, tool split, core, and cavity. If you are using what you call mold tools. Other commands you can use for mold tools, normally we use what you call combine, intersect, intent. You have to call intent, all these features. I'll show you one by one, maybe for the purpose of demonstrating how all the features are used. But today we wanted to look at the user interface for this software. So all these are the commands. For you to design a 3D, because as I said, SolidWorks is a parametric software. You can use it to design a 3D model, and then you see it the way it looks like. If you are using a sketch here, it has two commands. It has 2D sketch and a 3D sketch. So if you use a 3D sketch or 2D sketch, once you finish, you can now convert the 2D sketch or 3D sketch into what you call a 3D feature, where you can use either extrude, you can use sweep, you can use loft, you can use maybe wrapping for the purpose of putting names. You can use all of these are put under features. Then this one is what we call the feature manager design tree. Any step you use, if you apply a material, if you sketch all the features at the step you use, or the naming always will come here. If you apply sensors, if you apply maybe hollow, if you apply thread, if anything you do, it will always come here. We can call it design intent, or the steps we are using for designing. It is under what we call feature manager design tree. The next is what we call property manager. So this one will manage your property. Now it is not there because we have not done any property for the purpose of designing. Here is what we call configurations. Once you have designed your part, you are sure it is okay, you can configure it to standard. But here we have not done anything for the purpose of configurations. Here is what we call, you have also what we call dimension expert manager. So dimension expert manager helps you to put features, like designing tolerance, designing maybe limits. All of them can also be put under this dimension expert. Then here you have what you call display manager. All the colors, all the appearance you have put will always come on to this. Now the other commands are not visible. For example, if you expand this one, you can drag it, expand this. They are not here because you have not done any design. And then this area is what you call the graphic area, where you design. Anything you design will be seen on this region. Then this is the plane. Task plane. Task plane, it has the 3D experience. SolidWorks now is advancing. They are using 3D experience for the purpose of designing. If you have an account, you can log in online to use what you call 3D experience. And you can download other features from 3D experience for the purpose of using them in your design. Then when you come to home button, you can also show home button here. It also have these properties. You have design library. Design library, it has all these features. If designing features in SolidWorks, for example, you cannot design bolts, you cannot design nuts or fasteners. They are here, like gears, they are here. You can use what you call toolbars under the design library. You can also file. You can also link your file direct. If you want to open your file direct, where is it? You can link them from your desktop to the design library. You can use them directly the way they are. You can also link your view palettes, but they are not here because I've not done any design for this one. Then appearance, also you can apply appearance in the materials, plastic, metals, all of them. Then you can view the current properties if they are there, but we are not creating any current property, so you are not using it. Okay, and then we have what you call the head up view toolbar. This is the head up view toolbar. When you click anything, it will also be coming here. For example, this is for the purpose of displaying, which is under the view here on the menu bar, displaying all this. If it is shaded with edges, maybe shaded edges removed. This is shaded, hidden lines removed, or hidden lines visible. Things we learn in AutoCAD, we call them wireframes. So if you want to display your product different way, you can use this. Then also, like this one, this is the planes you want to use. So you saw the top plane, right plane, maybe front plane, all of them. So I'll just open a file and then I'll show you how to use them. So that's called the head up view toolbar. This is the search command, as I explained. This is your task pane. This is your task pane. This is a graphic area. Then down here is the status. Anything you do here, it will be updating here. In our status, we have three kind of status: the defined status, under defined status, and over defined status, and then you have what you call the editing. If the dimension are not correct, it will always be showing here, and it also shows you the current app. For example, here it's giving you that my graphic performance is not good, so all the updates will come in here. For example, for us to proceed, let me open a file of design to explain the user command, and then we'll go to create a simple file to see how these commands work. So this is a file you have created. Shortcut for you viewing all the planes. We use what's called control. You press control, then you press one. Control one, it should show you the front plane. Shortcut is here. This icon, we